Using currency correlations to your advantage. To be an effective trader, understanding your entire portfolio's sensitivity to market volatility is important. This is particularly so when you are trading in forex. Because currencies are priced in pairs, no single pair trades completely independent of the others. Once you are aware of these correlations and how they change, you can use them to control your overall portfolio's exposure. Let's try to understand about a correlation. What does a correlation mean? So correlation is a statistical measure of how two variables relate to one another. The greater the correlation coefficients, the more closely aligned they are. A positive correlation means that the values of two variables move in the same direction. A negative correlation means they move in the opposite direction. In forex market, correlation is used to predict which currency pair rates are likely to move in tandem. Negatively correlated currencies can also be utilized for hedging purposes. All the knowledge of correlation in mind, let's look at the following table showing currency correlations between the major currency pairs. The table shows that over 1 month, the euro against US dollar and the British pound against US dollar had a very strong positive correlation of 0.95. This implies that when the euro against USD rallies, the British pound against USD has also rallied 95% of the time. Over the past 6 months, the correlation was weaker, but in the long run, the two currency pairs still have a strong correlation. By contrast, the euro against USD and Swissy had a near perfect negative correlation of -1. This implies that 100% of the time, when the euro against USD rallied, the Swissy sold off. This relationship even holds true over longer periods as the correlation figures remain relatively stable. It is clear then that correlations do change, which makes following the shift in correlations even more important. Sentiment and global economic factors are very dynamic and can even change on a daily basis. Strong correlations today might not be in line with the longer term correlation between two currency pairs. That is why taking a look at the 6 month trailing correlation is also very important. This provides a clearer perspective on the average 6 month relationship between the two currency pairs, which tends to be more accurate. Correlations change for a variety of reasons, the most common of which including diverging monetary policies, a certain currency pair's sensitivity to commodity prices, as well as unique economic and political factors. The best way to keep current on the direction and strength of your correlation pairings is to calculate them yourself. This may sound difficult, but it's actually quite simple. Software helps quickly compute correlations for a large number of inputs. To calculate a simple correlation, just use a spreadsheet program like Microsoft Excel. Here is the correlation calculation process reviewed step by step.